Hello, what's up, everyone? I'm Lady Calamere, and I welcome you to my channel. I am doing my 155th presentation, and it will be on the goddess Laufey. She's also called Laufey, or Laufey, but pronunciation is Laufey. Anyways, Laufey. Who is she? What is she? Why would you want her in your life? And how come she's pretty much has been forgotten for a while? And interest has been picking up on her because the interest of worshiping Loki has been picking up. In fact, there's even a tradition called it's called being Lokian. So why am I bringing up Loki? What does Loki have to do with anything? Laufey is the mother of Loki. She's also the mother of Helblindi and Bylister. This is Shadow, my old boy. Gosh, she's gonna be 19 this year. Can you believe it? Oh, he's kissing the goddess. So Laufey, go to Jackson Crawford. He is a specialist on Norse mythology and how to pronunciation. He taught at Berkeley. He taught at Boulder, Colorado. So he's a professor. So he's an expert on this. So I love to listen to him and learn how to pronounce things perfectly. Laufey. Now, Helblindi is actually one of the titles to Odin. Now, I'm not saying they are the same one. They are not. Sometimes deities may share the same titles or epithets. So don't get confused. So Helblindi means to be blind to hell, or hell blind, death blind. By Lister deals with bees or something like that. Or like calm lightning, something like that. So Laufey is generally meaning leafy or leafy isle. Like you get, it's also believed that her name is derived from a hypothetical. Now this is hypothetical tree goddess, a tree deity called Laufey. Laufey, I believe. Laufey. Laufawaz. So two words put together. Lauf. Lauf. It deals with leaves. Her other name was given to her was Nal, which means needle, and it doesn't mean anything like, part of an injection. A sharp. It deals with pine needles. And she got that name because it was believed that she's thin and very bendable and weak, just like a pine needle on a tree. So we have this beautiful card, the Empress, which comes from, this is very hard to get, the Giant's Tarot. The only place you can get it at is Asphodel Press. Asphodel Press. It's by Raven Caldera, and it's done by different artists. Each card, some artists have done several cards. Some looks like only done by one, but it has different artists doing things, and it's really interesting. I do recommend it if you are into the Jotnir. So this card, Laufey, I'm trying silence my. What's her name? Sorry, silence Maestas. I'm trying to pronounce her name. Maestas. I really hope I'm pronouncing your name right. But please do get these cards. They're beautiful. You can't. It's totally different, and it's just really wonderful. So we have her as the Empress, and rightfully so. She is a lady, a goddess of mothers. She is like not the impersonal mother, as he calls her, but the personal mother. She is the one who nurtures, but she also is the one that gives you nutrients. She is the one who feeds. She will nurture you. She will give you sustenance. She will hold you. She will protect. She is the good mother. Like if you turn this card upside down, here we talk about the bad mother. But this is the good mother. A way a mother should actually be. A perfect mother. Like in those family sitcoms where you have the ideal family, you know, or not sitcom, not even like those old shows like Leave It to Beaver, where the mother is just motherly, loving, caring, concerned. She teaches. Where we see the Empress is associated with Venus. That's the card, you know. But she deals with the earth. Laufey deals with the forest, the green, especially pine trees, but we think about all trees because she is leafy. She's only mentioned in passing in the stories that were written down by Christians. All the stories we have were from the mythology, and the stories were written down by Christians and monks. So Loki's surname is Loki. His first name is Loki Laufeyson or Laufey Yorsson. Loki Laufeyson or Loki Laufey Yorsson. So he doesn't take the name of his father at all, which Forbote, which means dangerous striker or dangerous hitter. And some call him the cruel striker, which he is lightning. He is the Jotun, deity of lightning. So we see Loki taking the matronymic name instead of the traditional patronymic name, where in this spirituality, religion, whatever you want to call it, mythology, it's through the last name is pretty much reckoned through the patriarchal male ancestry. So why did Loki take his mother's last name? There are 3 reasons. 3 that I can think of. One is we see Loki holding on to a matriarchal power, a matriarchal belief, where if you want to look at it this way in modern times, how do we do DNA? We do it through mitochondrial DNA. One of the ways we can do DNA is mitochondrial comes from the mother. So it goes through, if you look at mitochondrial DNA, your mitochondrial DNA doesn't come from your father, it's the mother. It's the mother lineage through the mitochondrial DNA. That's just a basic way of showing it. I don't want to really get into biology, and I just want to tell you about the mitochondrial DNA. Look that up. The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. It's I'm not going to go into it, but if I had an image of the cell, I would show you all the different things of the nucleosis, the nucleus, the mitochondrial, the cytoplasm, all the stuff. If I look at the animals, if you plant cell wall, I could plant cell. I'll show you the cell wall, and I could show you, but so I'm getting ADD here. Okay, I love science, but let's get on with this. Laufey also said that he had differences with his father, and that he didn't take his father's name. The third reason is that in a lot of the mythology, Laufey is, and look at Jackson Crawford's videos, and if you want to look at the mythology, she was a senior, an os, well, the gods were os, and seniors is feminine, or senior, gotta roll that R, and the osir, or plural for os. So thereby he didn't, if he, okay, so if you look at the please don't shoot the messenger. If you, the osir becomes in power, takes over the power. They take the reins of power. So they are first class society. Why would Loki want to take, not even second class citizen? Okay, so we also, not only the Aesir took the reins of power, we also have the Vanir taking the reins of power. So those two are holding reins of power, those two deities. Okay, those two, not deities, sorry, the tribes, the class of deity, I'm having brain farts today, so just deal with me. I still suffer from long COVID, and I had COVID over a year and a half ago, and I'm better. I'm negative now. I keep testing negative, but I'm having neurological problems, so sometimes I forget things. I know it, but I can't remember the name. Sort of knowing something and not remembering the name. So I'm trying to think of the name. Anyways, those deities or take the reign of power. So he takes, of course, Loki's gonna take Laufey's son, Laufey, and be counted among the Aesir. The Aesir. He's also Jotun. So some people won't even call him Aesir. If you look at the Norse myth, he was really demonized. And that was because of the way Christians wrote things down and Christian influences. He became the Christian devil. So anyways, you want to know more about Loki, look at my presentation on him. I did one. So let's look more about this wonderful goddess. And I was making some contact with her, Laufey, and I saw in the background like ancient pine trees, just this forest. She just appears, and she's in just this elegant green dress. I mean, it's elegant. I mean, it looks something from a long time ago, and it's trimmed with gold color sash and some gold trim. She's tall, she's thin. I wouldn't say lanky. It's not like you can see her tendons or she's clothed. I mean, her dress is elegant, but it goes all the way down to her ankles. I saw her with long blonde hair, and sometimes she comes with strawberry blonde or reddish hair. But here I saw her with like just almost like the way the sun was just getting through the forest, and her hands were long and her fingers were long and they were thin. She was very how can I say, elegantly thin, with long beautiful hands, and she just radiated mother. She radiated beauty. She radiated kindness. So that's one of my experiences with her. She deals with the forest. She deals with trees, especially pine needles. And Fulboti is how she gave birth to Loki, is that he struck her with lightning, and it's almost like the lightning hits her and the tree explodes and goes on fire. That is the birth of Loki. Laufey, very beautiful. She deals with lightheartedness. So she understands a good joke. She understands playfulness, humor, youthfulness. She is the mother of Loki, and it was said, if you read up on Raven Caldera, that she protected him when he was young. So, but Laufey was said not to have raised Loki, and I believe it was for his own protection. But anyways, there's some more things about this goddess. This lady, some people still like to call her a giant. That's fine. Her colors are green and gold. Her symbols would be pine needles, leaves, trees, forests, lush green sceneries. The things that you don't want to do is set up her altar next to Angerboda, Angerboda, which is a wife of Loki. Some her her stones that would be associated with her would be moss agate, moss agate, emeralds, and Monterey jade. Some foods you want to give her is soups, stews, grain breads, different breads. Even those like grain breads, those thick breads, those breads that you make at home, or breads that you could find at health food stores, or those sprouted grain bread. She represents mothers. I see a hawk. Wow, caught its prey. Ooh, there it goes. I got birds. I'm watching this hawk. But she represents feeding children. Whether through breastfeeding them, bottle feeding them, or just putting a plate of food in front of them. Feeding their children, whether they're just newborns or they're children or full-grown adults, it's feeding them breakfast, lunch, supper, dinner, whatever. Brunch is her themes is nourishment too, and nurturing, feeding, and she covering and protecting. Tree agates are also another thing that could be associated. So tree agate, moss agate, emeralds, and Monterey jade. Also give her leafy branches, whether they be willows or pine or oak or maple. That means tropical areas, palm trees, palm fronds. She's like the primal mother too, the ancient mother. There's not a lot of people actively worshiping her. I mean, it is starting to grow. And I did learn quite a bit of Laufey from Raven Caldera and Galina Kraskova. I hope I'm saying your name right. I don't know of any books about her. And the only thing that people know of this is through the Marvel movies, where Laufey's a Jotun king, who is the father of Loki, who actively finds out that he abandons Loki because Loki wasn't considered strong enough or big enough to be a Jotun, so he left him to die, where Odin becomes the stepfather and takes care of him and raises him as his own. So, but Laufey is not male, she's female. And she's not a Jotun king. As you can see, she holding all this fruits. So other things you can give her is fruits, flowers, but give her some flowers, some things that grow on trees, type of like grow on bushes, and like tomatoes, grapes. Give her foods that come like berries. Give her that stuff. Give her something from your garden. She appreciates flowers and roses. Give her sweet stuff. I mean, like honey cakes and honey candies. She really appreciates that. So, according to Norris Sturluson, which he says in the Gylfaginning, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Gylfaginning, is that Laufey is mentioned among the Asinur, the goddesses, where she's one of the goddesses, is one of the Pular, and which is an ancestry. I'm trying to think of the word. I'm sorry. I don't use notes, so you can tell I'm having some brain farts. So she's mentioned as an Asinur in the Gylfaginning. And the prose Edda, she is mentioned as Nal, and once in the Skald, what is that called? The Skald Parnamal. Sorry, the Skald Parnamal. My and she's mentioned once in the Gylfaginning. So, and Laufey is Nal. Nal is Laufey. So, I just thought I would bring that up. It is said that her figure is that of thin and weak, because if you look at a pine needle, it bends. And she's flexible. I think in the Gods of War games, she was mentioned as a heroine and a warrior, which she's not. But she will protect her. Of course, she will protect her son, and she'll cover people. But it's not like she's an active warrior like Othin or Freya. She's not. Not at all. So, Loki is said to, in some sort, and if you read Raven Caldera and Galina Kraskova, that he visits his mother from time to time, and that she nourishes him. It's said that if you work with her, she'll nourish you in your spirit. She'll nourish your spirit. She'll nourish your mind. She provides sustenance. So in the poem Sorla that sorry in the Sorla that here Nal and Lofi and Nal are portrayed as the same being, both slender and weak, and that's why she was given Nal. And just bring that up because I forget and I have brain farts today. I'm actually doing this early during time of sunset, right before it was. So she does like on pranks and foolery. Some people honor her on April Fools. But spring, the spring time, the spring equinox is a good time to worship her. And people also worship her there. But April Fools, I see that's more for Loki's thing. But definitely during spring equinox. And in spring where things are now growing, especially in time after winter, where the earth is warming up. Well, if you live in tropical areas and subtropical, it's summer a lot. You know, even during the time of winter, you still have summer. It's said that she also furnished her son, Loki, with firewood. She's got a very calm, primal sense about her. She really does. Why is my lights blinking? Hey, baby! Joker! Oh, shit. I gotta get my cat. Joker. Joker. Don't go after that baby, okay? Yup, yup. Come on. And you're knocking things down. Because you see a little fly or something. You're gonna destroy everything. Come on. Here he is. Joker. Oh my god. He threw my train of thought off now. I know Patricia Telesco mentions her in the 365 Goddess, a daily guide to magic and inspiration. I used to have that book. I don't anymore. I want it one day. Be good to have. So, springtime. She likes a good comedy movie or it's, you know, about inviting her to be with you, especially if you go to a comedy movie or watch one on TV or maybe a sitcom. I don't know if you want to watch All in the Family or Married with Children or any comedy shows you have. She likes that. So she can teach you how to play how to be more lighthearted, how to nurture yourself. Sometimes one of the lessons should teach us is, sometimes the way we talk to ourselves, if we talk to others like that, we wouldn't have any friends. You know how you call yourself stupid or dumb, or you are such an idiot. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you doing that? Why you have to be so stupid? Gee, you look ugly today. Ew, I hate the way your hair looks. Oh my God, you look hideous today. Imagine saying that to someone every day. Every day to your friends, telling them they're ugly, they're stupid, they're fat, they're dumb, they make stupid choices. Would you have any friend? Would you want to put up with someone like that? So, we talk to ourselves that way. And we're more hard. Sometimes we could be more hard to ourselves than a lot of people are to us. So she could just say, hey, say it to yourself in a different way. You made a mistake. You fucked up. But, some of us even slap ourselves. You're so fucking stupid. Imagine going up to your friend and slapping them in the head and telling them they're fucking stupid. Or going up to your kid and telling them they're fucking ugly or they're fucking stupid. That wouldn't be a good mother. But we do it to ourselves. We self-abuse ourselves. So looking at her is more of how should we treat ourselves. So anyways, I think that's enough about her. I'm just going to start summing this up. Is that she also represents the tree. She could be like a tree, like almost like the tree of life, or the synapses in us, the nerve endings. Like, it just, you ever see an image of a nerve ending, of how it's goes like this and then it branches out? As sort of like the energy's going through the synapses. Reminds me of how full body hits Laufey, where the energy goes through. Laufey. So it's just, when you sense her, you sense the quietness of the earth, but like this energy, this crisp forest, the earth. She's very earthy. She has like a tranquility about her. She's very approachable. So, when people ask me, is she someone I want to wait to talk to? She's one that she's ready to talk to. She's good to encounter. She's benevolent. But she's ancient. There's something ancient about her. She reminds me of this ancient primeval forest untouched by man or woman, untouched by humankind. She could talk through her leaves. Like, you could sometimes maybe sense her laughing through her leaves, like the leaves blowing. In Druidism, that everything has sacredness behind it. This. There's something like the energy. And You can connect with trees in the forest, even if just in your mind. Just sit in your room, imagine you're in a forest. Put your hand in that tree. You could do this to a physical tree or in your mind. Just send out like almost like your like feelers out of your hand. Put it into the tree. Send your energy to the tree, and ask the tree first, can we exchange, thoughts and communication and energy? And you can feel that energy. Or just sit with the tree, and you can just sit on the ground and visualize a cord coming out of your solar plexus into the tree. And that you can have a symbiotic relationship where both of you benefit each other. Sometimes we humans can be parasites. We take but do not give. And when we take, we end up causing harm. But we can sit there and we can tree hug, where you hug the tree, and just when you're having a shitty day, you can ask the tree to take it from you and ground it into the earth. Hold the tree and send it through, and give a little gift, an offering. Maybe a few pieces of candy that wouldn't hurt animals. Chocolate, chocolate, I see bugs can eat it and stuff, but animals, they don't have the liver enzyme to digest it. I think it's P55, the enzyme, if I remember correctly. They don't have it. Like dogs don't have it, cats don't have it, birds don't have it. So basically it builds up like arsenic in their system, and it's dangerous. So leave some, like maybe some bird seed, some water to the tree, maybe a few coins as an offering, because you're giving money. And who knows, maybe someone might come, around it and may need a few, some change. I mean, when I prayed to Oshun, I drew $5 bill into the lake. My friend said, what are you doing? I said, I'm giving $5 because 5 is the number of Oshun. I drew $5. And he said, what if someone takes it? Well, if someone takes it later on, maybe they needed it. Maybe it would be a gift from Oshun that I gave the gift to her. Who am I to judge? But you can leave maybe some milk for the fae folk, or some fruit for the nature spirits that live around the trees. Honor them too. Say, hey, nature spirits, I have this for you. Let there always be peace between me and thee. Me and you. And Laufey is in connection with these spirits. She deals with the nature spirits. She's the leafy isle, the leafy island. Leafy island, leafy isle, leafy one of leaves, full of leaves. Now pine needles. What the hell do you think hangs around with them? We have the fae folk and the fairies, the gnomes. Anyways, I want to thank you for watching this. Also, according to, I'm trying to remember what she said. Trying to remember what she said. One of the service offerings is to plant trees. Also take care of them. And to help mothers who are fleeing their homes through maybe war or abuse. So maybe there was a fire or a flood or hurricane, tornado. So to give some food or some money, or to help donate, give to charities that help. You can plant trees and for her. You can put little trees by her altar. One of the ideas is a bonsai tree. I know it's Japanese, but it's a little tree. It's supposed to be a big tree, but you plant it where it grows little. So it's miniature enough to put on an altar. Just an idea. Just an idea. A small candle flame, but when you light it, please be in attendance of it and make sure you don't leave it alone, especially if you have cats, dogs, and children. And annoying little gremlins named Joker. I'll be right back. Joker, what you doing? Oh my God. Joker, get out of the sink. That's yuck yuck. Get out of the sink. Don't eat stuff from the sink. You got plenty of food. That's gross. What you did. You made it. Oh my God. Boy, I said, boy, you always do this. You got food. Yeah, go eat your food. This is disgusting. Look what you did. You made a mess for me. He's got food and he's there pulling things out of the sink and he got water everywhere. Oh my God, I still have some dishes in the sink and I have them upturned where he can't lick it, but he just manages to just do things, especially when I'm doing presentations. Come here, Joker, come here. You saw his tail, that was him. Anyways, I want to thank you for everything. If you like my video, please subscribe. I don't have a Patreon account. I'm not asking for money. What I'm asking for is to please subscribe and like the video if you like it. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. If you really like it, please subscribe. That's the way to pay me. You know, I'm not even getting video money from these videos. I don't have, first of all, I don't have enough subscribers to even, monetize it. But I don't do these videos to get money. I do these videos to teach. I do these videos because I'm a priestess. I do these videos in the name of the gods and goddesses. I do these videos to help people. And the only thing so there's always a price to pay. Your price to pay is your attention, is your time watching this. That's what you pay. And you get this, okay? You get this for free. I do these for free. All right? When I used to do presentations, I used to provide food, and I used to do it for free. I'd only ask if you want, and if you can, tip me. If you don't have money, I'm glad you're here. That's fine. If you want to bring food and snacks, that's fine. If you don't, hey, sometimes I brought pizza or fried chicken or just some fruit platter or a vegetable platter, cookies, and I would end up paying. So, but, if you enjoy what you do, and I enjoy doing these things, it takes time out of my time too, so I'm paying in the way too. So, to set up and then to take it down and dealing with crazy cats. So, if you like my video, please subscribe, and it lets me know my channel is growing and that I'm doing a good job. Share my video with your friends and family on Facebook, through Messenger, Twitter, text, Facebook group. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate the comments. I try to answer as soon as possible, or at least respond. And I really thank you for this. I really thank you all who has subscribed. Thank you so much. Yay! And also think about, if you, I'm not asking for money, so just give money to needy families in need, some charities, to help people during, natural disasters or war that's going on in Ukraine. What Russia is doing is just horrendous. So, anyways, thank you so much. Be good to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Love yourself and each other. And as always, blessed be.